Okay.
Hello, Federal viewers. Welcome to a chat with Justice Karpaga Vinayagam. Hello, sir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Yes.
We will be talking to him about the current controversy in the Madras High Court, the Madurai Bench of the Madras High Court, where the current Justice, Mr. Swaminathan, he summoned an advocate in a case wherein the advocate alleged caste bias against the justice himself. So there is a question whether a judge can hear a case where he was alleged, where he was accused. So, sir, can you please explain to us how a judge can deal a case like this? Can a judge hear a case where he was alleged of bias?
Ramila, the right answer is this. A judge pass an order, that order has not been followed, or he criticizes the order and all is one thing. If a contempt is issued, he can because he can call the party and to show the explanation for contempt and all. But this is a case, not a contempt. This is only a point and all. He just gave an opinion about his way of dealing in the cases. That's all. For that, contempt cannot lie. Contempt cannot lie. Number one, the judge cannot summon him and ask him. Number one. Number two, it is very unfortunate for a judge to ask. Unfortunate to ask to advocate, you are a covered and all. It's something comedy piece, covered and all. Something advocate is the advocate is a reliability or a genuineness or one thing. We have to consider the genuineness of the judge also. No, point is, judge may be intelligent, judge may be knowledgeable, but wisdom is important. There is a saying, knowledge without wisdom, scholarship without determination, music without melody, learning without humility, speech without truth, friendship without gratitude, society without discipline is worthless, meaningless, tasteless. So this must be understood by the judge. We are judges and judges judging the views of the other case and all. Judge must understand he is also being judged by the bar by people. He is also being judged by the other people and all. So we have to be very careful. Judges and all very careful. Not only intelligent, that's called wisdom. Intelligence is something different from wisdom. Wisdom is very important for a judge. Judges every day, judge must understand we are learning today, every day. That's the reason we say, yesterday is a waste paper. Today is a newspaper. Tomorrow is a question paper. What is the answer paper? Your life. How to handle the issues. Every day a problem comes. The two judge and all, every day he has got a very heavy burden. Not one case, 100 cases he has to read, and 100 issues he has to deal, and 100 lawyers he has to handle. Handling the issue is very important.
Yeah, let's further get into this interview, sir. Justice Swaminathan criticized the advocate. You also mentioned how he used some of the words like called the advocate as coward, even called the advocate as a comedy piece, all that. This he even called the solidarity meeting which was conducted by the advocates as a contempt of court. Where do you think the judge should draw a line in exercising the courtroom authority and overstepping the ethical limits when personally involved?
Not
Where is
only
the Lakshman Rekha?
Not only overstepping, he has no business for a judge to call the advocate as a covered or comedy piece. It is overstepping is at all. He thinks he is a king, he is a Maharaja. Not that. He is a judge. He is judging whether contempt has been committed or not. Only issue, not a covered or not. He is not asked to give an answer whether it's a covered, whether a comedy piece. Who asked him to find out whether it's a comedy piece or not? It's not a judge's work. He has become controversial. Pramila, I want to say judges must be very careful, very, very careful, because judges are being watched, not only the bench, but also the public. Every day the public judge him. So judges must understand what is their role, what is their limit, what is the jurisdiction. He has no business to ask a lawyer, is a covered or a comedy piece and all. That is only contempt. Contempt of court means bar and bench, not only bench, bar also. Now this is Justice Swaminathan calling him as a covered and all. Who asked him to find out whether he's a covered or not? Number one, he just abusing. He's abusing a lawyer and all is unheard of. So he must correct his path. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Any other question?
Sir, I'm just wondering, there are many senior advocates, they become judges. When they become judges, what are the important things that they should carry with the judgeship? Do they, if they are addressing any public platforms, can they come up with their public opinion? Can they come up with their own opinions, the personal opinion? Can they deliver a lecture based on their personal opinion after they become judges? In particularly in Swaminathan's Justice Swaminathan's case, he addressed a recent meeting where of Vedic scholars. He said Vedas would help people who nurture Vedas. He cited many examples of cases, all that. But I'm just wondering, can they come up and talk about their personal opinion?
My direct answer is no. Remember, I was the prosecutor for some time in Madras High Court. I became the judge. Then I became the judge of Jharkhand, Chief Justice of Jharkhand High Court. Then I came to Delhi. I became the chairperson of Appellate Tribunal Electricity, which is equivalent to the Supreme Court judge. I was there. Now, after retirement, I am practicing in Supreme Court and all. That's the position. But lot of experience we learn, and lot of things are there, how to handle and all. Your opinion as a judge, once you become a judge, you cannot give any opinion on any issue, because that issue may come tomorrow before you. That issue must be decided. Advocate should not take advantage of the fact, my lord, you have given such opinion, so on that opinion I am also argue. So it's a completely very embarrassing positions judges will have to make. My statement is, judges must be very careful, and judges must be very genuine. Judges must be completely just without any opinion and all forming. You cannot form the opinion. You can form the opinion only after hearing the matters, only after perusing complete records. Before that, you can address the meeting, that's all, but don't give any opinion. If a marriage function is there, you can say how to a couple behave, and how to children born, how to be the good citizen of India country. That's all. No other things and all. The only issues when you come to the court, you decide the issues after hearing both the parties. Don't give any opinion in the any meetings and all. If at all you want to give opinion, don't attend any meetings. You attend the court alone. Give opinion on the basis of the issues.
Right, sir.
Okay.
Right. Yes, sir. Federal viewers, you are watching this interview with Justice Karpaga Vinayagam. We are talking about the current controversy that is brewing in the Madurai Bench of the Madras High Court, where the Justice, Mr. G.R. Swaminathan, summoned an advocate in a case where the advocate alleged caste bias on the judge itself. Sir, moving on to the further questions, I'm just wondering, do you mean to say the judges have to develop a thick skin even when there are critical comments being made by advocates or others in the court hall or outside the place? In the particular case of Swaminathan, the advocate Vanjinathan came up with so many interviews, YouTube interviews, and he criticized him. So all those things were mentioned by the judge when he summoned advocate Vanjinathan. Do you think judges have to develop a thick skin and just stay off from those controversies, or they also have say, they can also go on with the proceedings, file a complaint, all that. How to deal
When
this?
there is allegation about bias of the judges, that judge is incompetent to take the matter. Yes, but now that he has given a complaint to the Chief Justice of India and all, maybe any explanation called for by Chief Justice, he has given the explanation. That's all. He has no. In fact, there is a section in CRPC or other provisions and all. The own cause, regarding own cause, he cannot decide the issues. He cannot. Even former Chief Justice also in one matter about the mishandling of the stenographers and all, a matter came and that was decided by the constitutional bench that judges should not take it up if it is their own cause.
I understand, sir. Sir, one last question in this interview. Do you believe the increasing use of criminal contempt law against ideological criticism, it poses a threat to judicial accountability and free speech in India's democracy?
No, in fact, when I began the Chief Justice of Jharkhand, I have disposed 750 contempt matters pending. All 750, call the parties, advise them and dispose the matter. I did not send them to jail at all because I give the reason delay and a long time since and even party feels for that. On that basis we have disposed of it. So you can have a power to issue contempt, but you should not misuse. You should not misuse. You have to respect your own court and they don't waste the time. Don't waste your knowledge. But on the other hand, you do justice. Try to do justice. No, justice has got 5 qualities. What is it? Judicial conscience, unbiased attitude, sincerity, tolerance and integrity, courtesy and equity. These are the qualities, Pramila. Judicial conscience, J. Unbiased attitude, U. Sincerity, yes. Tolerance, T. Integrity, I. Courtesy, C. Equity, E. These are the qualities of a judge. Judge must follow. Then only they will be considered. And he must command respect. How long you can be a judge? On the other hand, you must be remembered always. Your judgments must be remembered always. There is a Pramila one Thirukural, I want to say. Takkar Tagadilar என்பது அவரவர் எச்சத்தார் காணப்படும். What does it mean? Who is the fittest person for a judge? What he has done, what he has achieved, what is the success he achieved, what is done and what are the judgments he has given. That will decide the character and discipline of the judge. So you understand the Thirukural, Pramila? Takkar Tagadilar என்பது அவரவர் எச்சத்தார் காணப்படும். Whatever he does, maybe a children, but give a judgment. How he behaved, all these things will decide who is he. So he must become a man, first human. Be human. You may be intelligent, you may be a judge, you may be a king, but be human. That is important. Human quality.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for sharing your valuable information and also quoting a Thirukural for our federal viewers. Thank you so much. Federal viewers, please like, share and comment on this interview and please do let us know the kind of topics you want us to discuss. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Karpaga Vinayagam, sir. Thank you so much and thank you, federal viewers.
Thank you, Pramila Krishnan.